Okay, oops.
Yep.
Okay, question number 3. This is my, what's the biggest oops moment you've ever had? And I have to say, I still lose my breath when I think of this. I had a photographer come to take photographs of my ambassadors, and I was working with Celeste, who you, if you haven't met yet, you will meet some other time. She is a beautiful barn owl, and this photographer wanted me down on my knees with the bird held up high with a black background. And so I did that, and then when he was done and got the photos he wanted, you were there. You thought it was pretty bad, didn't you? When he was done and I had to get up from my knees while holding a bird, which is going to be not a real graceful thing to begin with, but I had my bird twisted through my fingers. The leash was like this, so you would never think it would get away from me. He was not tied to my glove. This was my big oops moment, and what has really driven education for me since then. As I'm getting up awkward, I wiggle my hand and a breeze comes at the same time, and off she goes. And the cord just came right through my gloves as if I wasn't holding it at all. And I screamed, no, 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 all the way across the yard as I was trying to catch her. There was no catching her. She flies beautifully. She flew across the road and landed in a 60-foot pine tree where she sat for pretty much the next 7 hours. I had a good friend who was a tree climber who had to wait till he got off work, but he came over as fast as he could, climbed the tree, was within inches of her when she decided to fly. And she flew off to another tree that was about 4 houses down. So he had to go and climb up that tree and was able to catch her at that time. That was absolutely the most horrifying oopsie I have ever done. And as I said, it did teach me at that point that there is never enough security. The bird must be tied to me or to any of my volunteers that are working with them if they're going outside. So that's my biggest oopsie. Thank you so much for asking, and we'll go on to the next question.